Hey VV Nation, welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Love putting up these Monday videos, which are all about my top weekly picks. Monday is the first day of the week, and you always need to be prepared with something to go into the market depending on what's going on into the market, and we strive very hard to put some good picks in your pocket at the beginning of the week. Let's start off with the U.S. market, and before I do anything, I want to know what's going on in the market. Market is back in an uptrend with today's activity. A little weak at the top, but overall still moving in an upward trajectory. Ryan and I both think that this is the beginning of the Santa rally, which took place or started to take place after NVIDIA earnings. They blew it out the water, the forward guidance, all of that stuff was there. Now, are you going to have some down days? Absolutely, but I think the overarching feeling is that we will have a Santa rally going into the end of the year. So I'm going to stick with bullish stocks for this week. Now, this week I did something a little differently. I went out to the YouTube, actually I went out to the news channels, and I wanted to get a feel of what I would want to use going into this week. Normally I run a search, but this week, getting into the Santa rally possibly, I wanted to see what was moving the most in the S&P 500. So what's driving higher expected earnings growth for the S&P 500 for quarter 4 2024? Earnings is the engine that drives the market higher. So it broke it down starting with from the sector level. There's 8 of 11 sectors that are predicted to report year-over-year earnings growth for 2024. I went down to the industry level. Now, there's a couple of things I want to look at here. At the industry level, there's 5 industries that are expected to be top contributors to earnings growth for the fourth quarter. Banks, makes sense. Semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, interactive media, and broad line retail. If you're looking at today, as I record this, there's like 5 retail companies reporting this week going into the holiday season. Now, this is what I thought was interesting. Excluding these 5 industries, the estimated earnings growth rate for the S&P 500 for the fourth quarter would fall from 12% to only 1.6%. That tells me that these industries, banks, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, interactive media and services, and broadline retail are really carrying, these 5 industries are carrying the S&P 500 as far as earnings growth is concerned. So I wanted to get a stock from each one of these industries. If that is true, then I think I'm going to provide you with a real good list of stocks going into the week, possibly going into the end of the year. So then I went out and I wanted to look at the heat map, and guess what? Technology, consumer cyclical, communications, semiconductor, financial, healthcare. Interesting looking at from ThinViz, the top industries that are moving the S&P 500 sort of kind of aligns with the story. All right, so now let's get back into the software. And I wanted to take a look at the stocks that I'm giving you for my top picks for this week. Here's my viewers. I got NVIDIA down today. JP Morgan from the banking side, Google, Meta, Amazon. Google and Meta are both together from the interactive media sort. Amazon and the healthcare stock is Merck. Interesting about Merck, all of those companies like Merck and Pfizer and BioNTech are having a hard time right now because they're not selling any COVID vaccines. Merck has something in the pipeline that's showing promising signs in phase 3. And any of these stocks that have good stuff in the pipeline are definitely stocks that you want to keep your eyes on. Merck is what I'm looking at for that. So actually, instead of 5 stocks this week, I'm giving you 6. Don't worry about NVIDIA. I still think that they're going to be fine. I think some people are probably taking profits on it. But there's bank, media, Amazon in the technology, Merck in the healthcare. There we go. All right. Now, those are my 5 picks, actually 6 picks. You get a bonus pick this week. 6 picks. I wanted to take a look at the portfolio. This is my top 5 weekly picks. stemming all the way from January 8th of this year. Now, this portfolio had gotten up to about 30%. And both sides, whether it's on the U.S. or the Canadian side, I just stopped paying attention. I had so much stuff on my mind and on my plate. This fell from like 30% all the way down to just 3.03%. Went flat. And I said, oh, no, we can't have that. So then I started actively trading it again. And currently we're up to 23%, only 7% off the high, and that was from August 7th of 2024. Nice move, and I'm glad that you watch these picks every week. So here's my top 5 picks, but this portfolio is already full, so I'm not putting any more stocks in here. But hopefully you guys have had an opportunity to make money off of these. GGAL, T-Mobile, Wix, IESC, and GoDaddy. Notice that 4 out of the 5 stocks since I've gotten into them are up double digits. Ooh-wee. That's why I couldn't stop ignoring this and had to go back to actively managing this portfolio. So no new plays in here. All of these stocks are rocking and rolling. Look at the equity curve. But if I had to put a new stock, it would be from the picks that I did from today. But now you've got them in your hands and you can decide what you want to do. All right, that's from the U.S. side. Let's go over to the Canadian market. In the Canadian market, from a market timing perspective, still rocking and rolling above the 65-day moving average. I'd like to see RT above 1. Not quite there yet, but looking at the tape, the Canadian market is definitely up in an upturn. All right, what do I use for the Canadian market to find stocks? I'm going to use a search called Weekly Stocks on the Move. Relative timing, trending higher for 3 days. Earnings growth less than sales growth. I want to make sure that these stocks are selling more than they're bringing in to substantiate the earnings growth. Earnings growth greater than 0 and average volume only at 500,000. All right, why? Or at 50,000. Why? Because the Canadian market has got a lot smaller stocks, number one, and it pretty much is driven by commodities. All right, whether it's gold, it's oil, it's silver. So 50,000 is a good base for the Canadian market. What are my stock picks for this week for the Canadian market? Not news, but from a search: SBBC, MX, MKP, CVO, and EATS. Now, only one stock is down about 0.5%, but all of these stocks are in uptrends. Not all of these stocks have double-digit earnings, all right? I do know that. Not all of these stocks have double-digit earnings, but these stocks are on the run in a running market. Someone stated to me and says, man, you got to do something about the Canadian stocks. The market is running, but the portfolio is not doing so well. Well, let's take a look at the portfolio. The portfolio is down about 9/10, up about 1/10 today. 2 of the 5 stocks are in double-digit are double-digit gainers. I picked up 1 stock today. This portfolio only had 4 stocks, so I did pick up one of the stocks that was in the list that I gave to you today, SBBC. Earning curve is moving up. This portfolio was down as much as 14% since then. We're still negative, but we're doing a darn good job overcoming this big drawdown in the portfolio. Again, when I actively manage it and give you the stocks on a weekly basis and actually manage the portfolio, it does well. Still a little negative, but getting much, much better. So there's no new stocks to put into here. I only put into 1, but here's my listing of the stocks for you today. Again, SBBC, MX, MKP, CVO, and EATS. Only 1 stock is down, but every one of these stocks is in an uptrend right now. They're not all fundamentally sound, so these are more aggressive picks, but that's what I'm finding in Canada at this time. Well, folks, that's it for both the U.S. and Canada, starting off your week on the right foot, giving you my top weekly picks for both U.S. and Canada. Folks, this video is over. If you're brand new to the channel and you want to not miss out on these picks, and I do know that one of these stocks is 14 cents. I'll say that. Maybe I'll bump this up to at least stocks greater than 1 or greater than 5. But right now, I'm going to leave it right where it is. If you're brand new to the channel and you like this commentary, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted when new videos like this come out. If you're a Canadian and you like the picks and you're starting to make some money with the picks, hit the like button. Let me know that you appreciate the time and the effort we try to put in to help the Canadian market as well. Folks, now this video is over, and until the next time, see ya. Dear Black Friday, we got all the big screen TVs that we could ever want. This Black Friday here at VectorVest, take an opportunity to invest in yourself. The unbelievable price of 99 cents for a trial of the VectorVest software can put you on the path to financial freedom, and you can get whatever you want on any Black Friday going forward. www.vectorvest.com/YT.